Hey everyone, it's George here. I hope you're having a lovely day, whatever you're getting up to. A new year is coming, 2026, and I hope you're excited. I certainly am. Lots of things to do, places to go, people to see, ideas to embark on. However, judging by the title of this video, you can probably get a general gist or a general idea of how I personally approach a new year. Because everybody in the collective society seems to get a little bit ahead of themselves. They become completely overwhelmed by motivation, which is great. Motivated to do new things, try new things, be a new person. Do something that they've always wanted to do, but perhaps they're a little bit too nervous to try it. But now it's the new year, let's give it a go. Perhaps you want to lose some weight. Perhaps you want to gain some weight. Perhaps you want to do something that's a little bit scary or challenging or difficult, but now is the time to go ahead and get it done. All power to you. And I know for a fact that anything you apply yourself to in this life, anything that you work hard towards, you can absolutely achieve for yourself. So God bless you on that empowering journey. However, I do want to talk to you a little bit about motivation. What is motivation? Where does it come from? What is it? Well, motivation, in my experience of life, is very similar to a thunderstorm. I don't know if you've ever experienced a thunderstorm. I've experienced many thunderstorms in my time. Very enjoyable, very powerful, full of immense energy. It's nice to see. It's nice to witness. However, the conditions have to be correct and in order for a thunderstorm to come about in nature. And it's very similar to a New Year's resolution. Whatever your New Year's resolution might be, in order to achieve the desired motivation to attack that task, the right circumstances have to come into place. Just like in nature, the circumstances in the air, in the atmosphere, need to be of a certain way for a thunderstorm to come about. It's the exact same thing with motivation. Your situation has to be the right environment, the right time, the right circumstance for it to come about in your mind. And the new year is all about that, bringing about that circumstance for you. It's a new year so I can achieve my goals. But in a random month such as February or August or October, you don't have the same motivation, do you? And it's because, much like a thunderstorm in nature, the circumstances aren't right then. They're not as they should be. It's like a thunderstorm trying to brew in the middle of summer on a clear day. It's not the right environment. Now, as beautiful as thunderstorms are, and as powerful as they are, as incredible as they are, they don't last very long. And the same is to be said about motivation. It doesn't last very long. You want it to, because it feels good. It's just like a thunderstorm, powerful, but it doesn't last long. And often when it does go, the sky changes very dramatically. It becomes clear again, and it's almost as if it never happened. And it's very similar with motivation. Suddenly you feel like you can conquer the world, you can achieve your dreams, and it's really easy. And why didn't I feel like this before? And then suddenly you wake up one day, the motivation's gone, and it's just back to the same old you, doing the same old things with the same old people. And that's fine. So I do something slightly different, because I mean what I say with the title, New Year, New Nothing. New nothing, nothing's really new. It's winter right now, and it's cold, but it's nice. But in terms of me, I'm still the same George. I'm still the same person. Now, at any time throughout the year, I can change my mind. I can go out and embark on a new adventure, start a business, lose some weight, gain some weight, run a marathon, Whatever it is I want to do, I can go out and do it at any point. The reason it feels so good in January is because it's a new year and everyone's in the same boat. And I'm not bashing New Year's resolutions. I think they're fantastic. But a lot of people don't achieve them. In fact, the stats show 95% of people do not carry out their New Year's resolution. That is an astonishing figure, 95%. And it's because the thunderstorm passes. Spend enough time out in nature and you'll be able to see just how quickly a thunderstorm does pass. It's like that. Got some smoke in my eye then. So what do I do? What do I suggest? Let's put a positive outcome towards all this. Okay, here's what I do. I complete one task every single day. I'll say it again. I complete one task really well every single day. And I allow that task to be my New Year's resolution. Every day, I've got a resolution. Every day, I've got a task to achieve that's going to better my life. Not through means of pride, but through means of responsibility. Through means of reliability. Through means of being a good person. Because I care about that deeply. So what I mean by these little tasks are every single day when you wake up, you say, I'm going to complete one task today, and you decide what that task is. Perhaps it's going to the gym. Maybe you do want to lose a bit of weight. Maybe you do want to gain some muscle. Fantastic. Maybe you just want to simply better your health and you're not in it for egoic reasons. Fantastic. Commendable. Brilliant. However, a lot of people don't go and achieve their task or achieve their New Year's resolution day after day after day because the motivation wears out. Whereas if you wake up and you say, my single task for this day is going to be going to the gym. After work, I'm going to go to the gym. Great. That's your task. That is it. That's all you've got to do. You go to the gym. On that day, don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about Wednesday. Don't worry about the weekend. Today, I wake up. The task I need to achieve is going to the gym after work. That's it. And then the next day you wake up and you've got another task to do. I want to start reading that book that I've always said I've read, that I've always said I wanted to read, but never have read, and I'm going to start reading it. That's your task, and you have to do it. Even if your task is just going to work that day, maybe you're feeling a bit down, a bit sad, a bit under the weather, a bit anxious, and when you wake up, just say to yourself, all right, my task today is going to be going to work, and I'm going to do a damn good job, and that's it. So you go to work, you do it, and that's it. You've completed your task for the day. Every single day, wake up and complete one task and do it really well. Maybe you need to go shopping because the cupboards are looking a bit empty. That's your task. Wake up, action that task, and get it done. What does this build? It builds productivity, and it builds action. You get really good at actioning tasks. The problem is that we associate, or should I say, allocate ourselves far too many tasks to do, not just in a day, but in a year. I'm going to lose 6 stone. Okay, whoa, slow down. Let's do this one day at a time, one step at a time. You can't climb a ladder unless you go one step at a time. You can't climb a tall skyscraper unless you go one step at a time. So take each day in 2026, one day at a time. Motivation is going to disappear very quickly. It's going to evaporate in front of you. Trust me, happens every year. But tomorrow when you wake up, you say, right, I've got a task to do today. This is my task. This is what I need to do. This is when I can do it. Is it before work? Is it after work? Is it when the kids are in bed? Is it when the kids are going crazy in the morning? When am I going to action this task? When am I going to do this task? I want to get out into nature. Okay, well, how often? 3 times a week. Slow down. Slow down. Wake up and see if it is an actionable task. If it's an actionable task, then do it. If it's not, then it can't be done. So wake up and say, do you know what? Today's a perfect day to go out into nature. That's my task. Go out and accomplish that task. And then the next day you wake up, you accomplish that task. The next day you wake up, I need to clean my car. That's it. Don't put too much pressure on yourself in this life, because it will absolutely exhaust you. And you're not going to have a good time. You're not going to enjoy yourself here on earth. And you're just going to feel stressed, angry, overwhelmed, and pissed off like the rest of the world. And it's because we try and do too much. We try and do far too much in this world, at the cost of our own mental, emotional, and physical health. This fire is lovely, nice and warm. I woke up today and I said I'm going to film a video in nature, and I want a nice fire pit by my side while I do it. That's it. That's it. That was my task. I've ticked it off. I've done it. Now, if you don't complete your task, have a word with yourself, because it's just one task. You can complete one task in a day. If your task is going to the gym, then you better go to the gym. If your task is doing the big, mundane, boring shop and getting all your groceries for the week, make sure you do it. If your goal is to get in a nice nature walk before work, definitely do it, because it's only one task. All these gurus out there will say to you, if you want to be successful in life, then you need to do 5 things a day. You need to read a book every week. No one does that. No one does that. So you wake up and you say, what is my task going to be today? And then you go out and you action that task. And as a result of this, you're going to feel really good. You're going to feel really happy. You're going to feel really productive. And perhaps this will be the year where you finally stop beating yourself up for things you didn't do, because now you've got a very easy, simple system in place to follow that allows you to complete a task every day, to do something productive every day, to do something fantastic every day that's going to benefit you, going to benefit your family, going to benefit your friends, going to benefit your mental health, but not at the cost of your physical health, not at the cost of your stress levels going through the roof, where you try and do too much in one day. Do one thing today really well, and then you wake up tomorrow and you do one thing really well. So there's a New Year's resolution that perhaps you can actually action, as opposed to being in the 95% of people who lose the motivation and as a result lose out on fulfilling their New Year's resolution. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope this helped. I'm wishing you a happy, healthy, enjoyable, thoroughly exciting new year. Take it easy, take it one day at a time, keep it simple, keep it joyous, keep it happy, and most of all, keep it one task at a time. Thank you for being here with me tonight. I do appreciate your company, even though you're not here. And I'll see you next time. God bless.